If you've ever been hill climbing before, there's a good chance that you remember it. You remember going up to such heights to where you can see the entire map and all its borders in one place. So the people that have found these places, the pioneers of WotB hill climbing, I wanted to recognize. And so this is the history of WotB hill climbing, and this is their story. Now, here in WotB, there are two ways to climb a hill. The first way is you can do it by yourself. And if you can't do that, that's called solo climbing, by the way. If you can't do that, then you have to do what's called a line climb, which basically you get in front of line and they all push you up there, and it's a big team effort, but it works. So those are the two types of WotB climbs. Okay, there is a third way, but I'll tell you later. Unlike my other videos, I wasn't really expecting a lot of research being put into this one, just because, well, I think I would just be able to ramble on about hill climbing anyways, but that was not the case at all. I spent upwards of a week researching on this one topic, this one minuscule topic. Hill climbing began to feel gargantuan, something outside of my control. I had no business being here. Thousands of videos and multiple screenshots spread across the internet, and I had a team of my Discord members search out, and we try to make some sort of timeline, but there was just too much hill climb rooms, and I'm sorry, and I'm sad I couldn't make a timeline of WotB hill climbing, and I failed you, and I failed this channel, but hopefully I can be redeemed by the end of this video. And with that, I want to talk about ADHD. Oh wait, let me check my notes here. Oh, okay, Android HD gaming. My bad. This is probably the face of hill climbing, but he's not the first one to do it. No, hill climbing was popularized back in 2016, arguably the best year according to TikTok. These older videos are very rare to find. They took a good hour of looking into, but we found them, and here they are. One of them is Copperfield, my favorite being the Mines climb, as it is, as of today, the oldest Mines hill climbing video we've seen, thus making him the first one to be on Mines Hill. Remember, this is still 2016. We're still 2 years away from HD Android gaming making his 500,000 view Moss hill climb video. In the span of 2 years, from 2016 to 2018, the community kind of just puddled around. I could show you some videos that I found from that era. They haven't really done anything groundbreaking yet. They've just done line climbs. The solo climbs haven't been adapted yet, by the way. It hasn't really been a thing since the modern day, which we'll get to. But first, a quick montage of what happened between 2016 and 2017 for WotB climbing.
The year is 2018, and hill climbing is blooming in popularity, and my hill climbing is getting very good.
Get out of my studio. Get out of my studio. Sorry about that. Where were you? 2018. Okay, just give me a second here. I was organizing. Okay, so we've established that 2016 and 2017 was a very lean year for hill climbing, and that's just because, well, the game was new and not a lot of people were posting to it. Who knows, maybe hill climbing was popular, but just no one posted it to YouTube. We will never know. Going into 2018 was looking to be about the same year for hill climbing. Nothing really spectacular, just more push climbs, except on the month of November, when the hill climbing community got flipped on its head. And I think a lot of you know where I'm going with this, but it all started with a tournament that syndicated hill climbing to a national level. I am talking about the 2018 Twister Cup Finals. The first thing that came to me while watching the stream was, why the hell did they bring a grill onto Fort Despair? Now, if you know WotB, you know that Fort Despair is a very small map, and a girl has a terrible camouflage rating. It is paper armor. Where are you gonna put that thing? That was my first impression while watching this. And
we're seeing a crazy play.
This is what we were talking about.
We're seeing a crazy play.
This is nuts. This is
What are you doing?
this is nuts. This is absolutely nuts.
I think I should remind you what the stakes are here. $50,000 on the line. If Raid does not win this, they jeopardize their win. This single maneuver could cost them $50,000. Think about it. They are shoving their tank in a place unknown. They are essentially gunned down. They have mediums in the corner that should have charged them by now. It's not looking good for Raid at this moment. They should have lost this. They should have walked away without $50,000. And yet, the series of events that unfolded was a miracle and a half, and it was totally worth it. Oh, I'm not trying to say here that this wasn't well planned out or anything. I'm just trying to say that this was an amazing out-of-the-box move for Raid to pull. In fact, this was so thought out that they formed a circle formation around the grill to make sure it wouldn't be spotted. Because if that grill was spotted, it would be nuked out of the hellhole that it came from, and presumably Raid would lose the match. Anyways, behind the ingenious of this play, let's just focus on the hill climbing aspect of it. In all honesty, this wasn't a very complicated climb. All they had to do was just shove the grill up there via line climb. But I think it was the setting that made people love this. Love the idea of sniping on a hill, doing 5,500 damage in a grill 15 on the final round and the final tournament with $50,000 on the line really appealed to people. And at least for me, it made me want to climb hills. But I'm too much of a fat ass, right? Like, even 100 weighs a lot, bro, and I can't go up steep inclines, or so I thought. HD Android Gaming 11 days later would post a video of a moss going up the Mines Hill. Yes, that Mines Hill. What the fuck? The division between possibility and reality was being blurred in November of 2018 as videos kept on popping up on the internet doing absolutely insane levels of climbing here, popularized by the Twister Cup and the Moss Climb video. Both of these videos getting over 500,000 views each. The hill climb community became a legitimate part of WotB, and there were skills to it. There were groups, whole channels dedicated to finding all the cool WotB hill climb areas that you could go to. 2018 to 2020 was the golden age of WotB line climbs, and I just want you to take in these breathtaking views here. I show a great deal of appreciation to the people who found these climbs for us, these line climbs, and I just want to say thank you. So where does that leave us in the modern day era of WotB climbing? How has the climbing community progressed over the years, and what steps did they take in order to do that? There's a channel named WotBlitz Climbs that documents every single sector of every single hill climb possible, and it's what caused me to make this video. This channel is a meta-narrative for modern WotB hill climbing. This is peak hill climbing. Hill climbing at its best. Hill climbing from 2020 to present day. Let's take a look. I'm gonna be honest here and say that line climbs can pretty much tackle anything. With enough mosses, you can shove pretty much anything anywhere in this game. It just takes enough pushing, but solo climbing is a whole different ballgame. And you may be saying, hey, 100 guy, how hard could it be? You just drive up a steep cliff. And trust me, that's what I thought too. But that is not the case at all. After 2 weeks of compiling data and paragraphs of information about hill climbing, most of it alien to me, after 2 solid weeks, I finally got the 7 techniques of solo climbing down, and I'm prepared to share with you, so you can understand solo climbing and by extension, modern climbing. Wait, sorry, that music wasn't really fit for the tone. Let me just switch it here. I don't know why I always do that. Sorry. Out of the 7, we are going to start with the most common, hill climbing, where a climb is hit at a precise angle and you just drive right up it. And then there's rock climbing, where you slowly make your way up tall rocks. I tried this once and I swear it doesn't work, but these people can do it, so. And then there's brute forcing, where you slowly lift yourself up a vertical surface somehow. I don't know how that works. And then there's wedging, where you lift yourself up after catching your track, which just doesn't make any sense. And then there's wobbling, which I can't even begin to explain, but in the very brief memo that my friend gave me from Discord, he says wobbling, which increases your reach. So there's that. This list also excludes the use of wall riding, which would make this number 6. And I'm sorry, it's going over late editing here, and we've discovered another one. Okay, so how many are we at now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? So we have one more. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's the best one. Let's go. Finally. A worthy opponent. Okay, so I have no idea if this is actually like counts as a climb, but I don't care, it's cool as shit. And so I'm including it anyways. For this, I want to look to the channel TF66, cool channel, you should definitely go subscribe. But these guys launch their tanks in the most bizarre places. It's weird seeing WotB physics allowing this, like sending a tank flying just doesn't really seem possible, but these guys do it anyways, and I applaud them for that. And I recognize that it takes 2 people to launch a tank, but this isn't necessarily a line climb either. It's more of a separate category of its own, and I just want to say you can jump as a solo. Here's an example of that, but let's be honest, it's way less fun and you can get to way less cool places. So with that, those are the 7 ways to solo climb in WotB. And now that we understand that, we can now understand the channel WotBlitz Climbs, which is a dedicated group of climbers trying to find every single hill climb possible in the game. And that is what modern hill climbing has become in WotB. What first started as just for the view and for the fun has manifested itself into something more, into tracking and tracing every single climbable object in WotB. And I think that is awesome. I'm not against these people. In fact, this guy helped me with 90% of the research for this video, so you should definitely go subscribe to this guy. But yeah, I'm not mad at the state of modern hill climbing. It's just you need to be a pro to be able to do these things, and that has made the modern hill climbing fairly obscure, hence why I'm making this video. And with that, I think we are finished here. Oh, and yes, there is still line climbing here today, and that's what you'll see in training rooms, but they just shove tanks around in spots that everyone has already been back in 2018. So after everything we've covered, the Raid Cup finals, the hill climbing project, I have to ask, why do we even do this? It's not like these serve a tactical vantage point. It's not a main part of the game. No one's forcing you to come up here, and yet we do that anyways. We map out where we can climb hills. We bring a moss up a mine's hill, and that is amazing. And I'm glad people can have these experiences, and I'm glad there's a place to share them. And I think there's something human about that no matter what, we can all come together and share our experiences, whatever that be. Okay, this channel is stupid. This cardboard box on my head is stupid, but I have to ask, so what? These things bring us together. Hill climbing is just another community in WotB that I'm glad that's here, and I'm glad I've got to experience, and I hope you have that experience. That is the history of WotB hill climbing. and thank you for watching.